Welcome to day 7 of the Build with AI series with Steven. Today, we'll be building a performance review assistant application. A lot of times, career professionals either forget their achievements or undervalue their contributions to the organizations they work for. This means when it's time to talk about your work, either in performance reviews or generally any sort of application, you're struggling to remember the things you've actually done. This app will allow you to do a voice recording or a text input of your achievements as they are happening literally every week. It will extract and quantify that achievement for you and would even help you do a self-review of your contributions when it comes to your work. As I shared at the beginning of this series, we'll be using the Google AI Studio to build this application. But first, let us review the phases of vibe coding this app. My vibe coding process has 4 phases. The first is the brainstorming, where you have a back and forth with AI in order to align on the features of the application. The second phase is generating the build prompts. The third is the building phase. That's where you actually build the app. And the fourth is the deploying phase. For this app, we'll be using 3 of those phases. And for the first time, we'll actually be creating a backend. Why? Because the details you're sharing concerning your achievements would need to be stored somewhere, and that would mean that you need to log in to get access to it. It can't just be stored in your browser. I'll show you how to go about that, but let's start with the first phase, the brainstorming phase. We'll be using a tool called Google Gemini for this brainstorming. Let's go to my laptop. Now, for this particular tool, I had already thought about the features I wanted to have, but even if you don't have those features, that's why the brainstorming session exists. You can have a back and forth with AI until you come up with the features. This is a prompt we're going to be using. I want to build a performance review prep assistant to solve the problem of forgetting achievements and undervaluing contributions. It should be able to receive voice recording or text input of accomplishments, achievement extraction and quantification, self-review answer generation, salary raise justification documents with location-based market data, and promotion talking points with evidence. Ask me questions, one question at a time, that will help me build this app. Give me options, context, and recommendations for each question. This is our brainstorming prompt. So I'll copy this and take it to Google Gemini. So let's paste this here and click on send. Okay, so this is our first question. Our first question is about technology, and that's because most of the features are taken care of. What technology platform would you prefer to build this on? And there are 3 that are recommended: Simple Web App, Modern React App, Modern Angular App. The recommendation is React. Interestingly, Google AI Studio uses React, so this works for us. I'll just go ahead and share that I'll be using the Google AI Studio to build this, and it uses React. So now that's loading. All right, so now we have our next question. Let's focus on the first interaction, that's inputting accomplishments. For our initial build, which is more important to launch with? Is it text first? Is it voice first, or both? I think I want both from the start. That means you should be able to say your accomplishments with your words or just type it. So I'll go ahead and type 1 and 2. Or that's 3. 3 actually is the both of them. So let me just type 3. All right, so we have the next question. Now that they've spoken or typed an accomplishment and it's now in the app, what should happen immediately after they hit save or stop recording? So the options here are store it in a raw inbox, process later, or process it immediately. I think we're going to go with processing it immediately. That is 2. So let me click on 2. Now the next question is, after the AI analyzes and reframes the achievements, how should this new smart entry be organized? Should it be a simple timeline as a single list? Should it be AI-powered categories? Or should it be manual user tagging? We'd actually be going with number 2, which is AI-powered categories. So AI will be categorizing the achievements by itself and based on its analysis. So let's just type 2 here. So now the next question is about the categories. What categories should it use? Should it be fixed app-defined categories? Should it be user-defined goal categories or fully dynamic categories? It is recommending user-defined, and I think I'll go with that because you will know what categories you want to be measured on based on your role and based on where you're at. So I'll just click on 2 here. Now our next question is here. When it is review time, the user has all this perfectly organized data. Which high-value document should we focus on generating first? There's the self-review answer generation, there's the promotion talking points, there's the salary raise justification document. So which of these should be our primary reports? I think we'll go with number 1, which is the self-review answer generation. So 1 is here. Now we have our next question. The user is ready to write their review. How do they initiate this self-review answer generation? Is it a goal-based generation, which is simple? The user sees their list of goals. They click a generate summary button next to that goal, and the AI writes a single comprehensive paragraph summarizing all the achievements filed under it. Is it a question-driven generation, where the user can paste a specific question from their company's review form? Or is it a full-form generation? For this particular question, we'll be going with number 2, because every company has dynamic questions they ask in their review. So let me just click on number 2. Next thing is, what happens next? How should the user interact with that newly generated answer? Should it be just a simple copy button? Should it be a built-in text editor or a save and export library? We're going to go with number 2, which is the one that allows the user to edit what has been generated by AI. Now we're moving on. The next feature is the salary raise justification. And the question here is, how should the app get this data? Is it that the user should provide the data, or AI should estimate the data, or a third-party API integration? Now, although user providing the data is what's recommended, I'll be going with the second option, which is AI estimating the data. By the way, as a caveat, these estimates would not always be accurate, so it's better you double check and actually ask people what the salary range is for that role at that level. Next question is, given that the AI estimated salary can sometimes not be up to date, how should the app present this number to the user? Should it show it as a suggestion or use it automatically? We're going to go with show it as a suggestion, which is 1. Now we're at the last core feature, which is promotion talking points. How should the app help the user build promotion talking points? Is it a make my case button that makes the AI scan all achievements and pick the top 5 to 10 strongest, most impressive examples to present as talking points? Or is it a role-driven analysis where the user shares the job title and maybe the job description for that role? Then AI does a gap analysis comparing the user's saved achievements against the requirements of the next job and generates talking points that directly prove the user is already operating at that next level. I think we're going to go with the second one, which is number 2. But I want the name of the company to also be included. Also, if the user doesn't know the job description, AI should be able to automatically generate one. Using the name of the company and the role. Now the next question is, how should these 2 parts be presented to the user? The first is 2 buttons choice, where the user sees 2 options. The second is a smart form, which is recommended. I think I'll go with the smart form option, because in the smart form, AI can see if you don't paste a job description and just generate one for you. So let's just go with 2. Now the back-end question, where should the data be stored? So there's the browser storage, which is simple, but it can easily be wiped up. And then there's the cloud storage, which is Firebase. That's recommended. So we're going to use Firebase actually to do this. So let's use Firebase. All right, so now we have everything completely done. Let us create a build instruction for this app. So create a detailed build instruction for this app that contains the context, all features, the workflow, user journey, and any other detail. Alright, so this is it. This is our detailed build instruction that has the entire process, the features, and everything. We're going to copy some parts of this, but not all of it. Let's copy the first parts down to this point. So I'll just copy this first. We'll come back to the second part, which is the user journey. So let me paste this first in Google AI Studio, then come back and copy the user journey here. Alright, so now we can go ahead and click on build. Now our app has been built. It's already requesting for access to the microphone because of course there is a voice feature here. So I'll click on allow. The name of the app here is Prepper. Interesting name. So it says, let's get started. What are the 3 to 5 key areas you're measured on? Let me just use sample areas. Maybe increase number of leads, increase leads converted, or leads conversion. I'll probably just add leadership. You can always add another goal if there's any, and you can even delete the ones you've added before. But let's just click on save and continue. So now you can capture an achievement, right? You can either type or you can click on this button. Okay, let me see. So you click on this button, it begins to record. So you can literally just begin to record what you've achieved. Can you see the things I just said has been added here? So click on this button. Can you see? So it has been added automatically just because I'm talking. And when I'm done talking, I can literally click on the button again and it stops recording. Okay, so let me create a sample achievement just for us to test this. I'll go to Gemini and upload the CV of Amina Bello. By the way, Amina Bello's CV is something we created when we're working on the first app in this series. So if you want to check out that first video, that should be day 3 of the Build with AI series. So I'm just going to tell AI to create a sample achievement for Amina in her most recent role. 3 separate achievements. Make it brief. This is just a simple prompt. I just want to get some achievements you can copy and paste. Alright, so this is it. It's super brief. It's even more brief than I thought it would be. But let's just copy this. Let me go ahead and copy this first one here. And just paste it here. Click on Save Achievements. It will analyze the achievement immediately. Alright, I can add a second achievement here. And then I paste it here again. And probably I'll just add this third one. And then paste it here. So can you see? So this is already being categorized automatically. If you notice, when we started, we gave it goals. increase number of leads, increase leads conversion. So the achievements we're adding is already being categorized based on the goals that was given initially. Can you see this? So this is done. If you click on menu here, you'll see the place that says self-review, and you can review yourself. I can just click on self-review here, and you can put a review question, maybe copy and paste a question from your company's review. All right, so for example, how did I perform in leads this quarter? And click on generate answer. Can you see this? So it has given me an answer that I can use, and I can make this answer to be in third person. Okay, I can just go through it, review it, change it to third person, or to first person rather. So instead of overall, you perform exceptionally well, I can change to overall, I perform exceptionally well, because this is self-review. Okay, so you can see how the self-review feature works. Then the next thing is salary prep. If I click on salary prep here, maybe you have a target role. Let me use senior digital marketing manager. I'm going to use the United States as an example for this. So I'll just use, for example, let me just use San Francisco. Then click on get market salary. Can you see this? This is an estimated range, and it's editable, so you can usually change it. Okay, so let's even try another location. Let's try, for example, Nigeria. Can you see this? So these are just estimates, so you can literally edit it. All right. So let's click on back. So based on the salary it brings for you, and what you edit it to be based on market realities, you can then generate justification to ask for a salary increase. So let me just click on generate justification here. You can see the answer now is different a bit. All right, so this is a salary justification. You need to replace the placeholders like manager's name, your name, and things like that. So this is an email draft. Summary of your contributions. This is actually drawn based on the things you had put as your achievements. Can you see this? So a summary of your contributions, your key contributions and business impact is here. You can put in market data if you want to. All right. And then there's a conclusion. So this is a simple draft of what you can use to negotiate for an increased salary. The last feature here is promotion prep, right? For the promotion prep feature, you put in your target role, you put in the company name, and then the job description is optional. So let's, for example, use our Netflix example. Okay, Netflix should be the company name here. The target role should be digital marketing manager based on our example earlier. We're not going to put the job description. Let's allow AI to generate that for us. Just click on generate here. So these are your talking points to request for a promotion. All right, so this is it. So it is acting as a career coach and is literally bringing out major facts based on what you've put in as your achievement. So you can go through this, okay, and use this to actually ask for a promotion in your current role to another role. This is how the performance review prep assistant works. And every part of it is super important. Now, the only thing left for this tool is creating a back end so that your information is being stored in the cloud. That way, when you go out of this page, everything does not go missing. Because the fact that you're going to document this over a period of time means it needs to be stored. Now, we're not going to go into that in this particular video, but if this is a tool you would like to use, let me know in the comment box and let me know if it's something you want us to build further. If I see sufficient comments, I'll build this further and would have the back end. However, for people that are part of the AI Builders Lab that I host, you'll learn how to create back ends for tools and applications like this. Today we have built a performance review assistant that solves the problem of forgetting your work achievements and undervaluing your contributions at work. It allows you to save your achievements either by typing it or by recording it as a voice note. It analyzes those achievements, quantifies it and saves it for you, and then uses it to create self-review answers to questions, help you prepare for a salary raise conversation or even a promotion request conversation. Is this something you'd like to use? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know the next app you'd want me to build. Until the next video, make AI work for you.